It's been 3 years. It's been almost 3 years since I posted my last video. And for all my subscribers out there, I'd like to just give you a brief explanation before I provide you all with an exciting update. Long story short, I was working a crazy schedule at work, 80, 100 hours a week after moving into this house. Set this tank up on the fly. It took me like 2 hours to set up. Never went back and rescaped it. Never had the time. Had a 10-gallon. Had some roommates move in and needed the space, so I tore down the 10-gallon. Had a crash in the Tanganyika tank. Lost the tank in a matter of hours. I was doing a water change. I still have no idea what happened. I had done hundreds of changes on that tank and lost the whole tank all at once. Kind of devastated. I had probably 100 fish in there at that point. There was a ton of babies in there and a ton of fry. I must have had 4 generations in there and was actually in the process of trying to sell a bunch of them off and lost the whole tank. And then was never really happy with this tank. I put all my fish in here from the 10-gallon, including my shrimp, and they just stopped mating. I have no idea why. They just stopped. And altogether just kind of lost motivation. I had 2 tanks torn down, and my last tank I wasn't happy with, and I just sort of stopped. Until I noticed recently the seal in this tank is starting to go, and I made a decision that I didn't want to quit with the hobby. I wanted to keep going. I wanted to be bigger. I wanted to do my dream tank, and that's where we're at. I bought a 90-gallon tank last week, and I'm going to do my first truly high-tech tank. All my tanks previous have all been used equipment with DIY CO2. Heck, I'm still running the DIY now. I've got it underneath this tablecloth. I just got, look at that, an old DIY CO2 rig. And yeah, massive upgrade coming, and I'm hoping I can provide videos to you guys the next few weeks and then updates over the couple months after. I'm back in. So I'll give you the quick lowdown of the tech I've got going on right now and kind of where we are today. I apologize for the mess, but I literally used to have this tank where the 29 is. Had some friends over and they helped me move the 29 over here, get it back up and going. Just kind of have it just sitting off to the side at the moment. And then on the 90, I've got, well, about everything I could afford. I've got a Fluval 406 underneath. Nothing's hooked up yet. I've got a huge power head, 1150 gallons per hour. Help get that proper flow. I actually just bought the tubing for the 406 about an hour ago. I've got inline heater, inline CO2 reactor. I've got my power strip here that obviously not hooked up yet. I've got nothing hooked up there. This is going to be my next project for the day. And I've got, I forget, this is the Fluval LED light. I think this is the Fresh and Planet 2. It's incredible how bright this is. I really wanted to get over 50 par at the substrate if I could. I'm planning on raising it up quite a bit, so I should be able to achieve that. I should be able to grow some very, very high light plants, because I'm also going to be using true pressurized CO2. That's a 10-pound canister there. I've got all the other CO2 equipment in the mail. Should be here hopefully next week. And let's take you outside real quick. Well, in my garage I've got all the substrate being prepared. I've got some sand I just rinsed. I've got some fluoride I rinsed because I'm going to be using some really, really bright red plants. And I want that to match with some of my rocks, which I'm sorry for the lighting. These are some darker red rocks when wet. You'll see that here before long. And just sifting through my dirt now and letting some of it dry. I really want to get all this mulch and crap out of there. I just want the fine dirt. That mulch will float up and it's annoying. So just gathered that all yesterday. I've got to throw thanks out to one of my best friends. helped me, or my best friend, he helped me haul about 100 pounds of rock back from out of a creek. That was probably about, I don't know, 150 yards from the road. It was about to rain. It was a whole mess, but he was a trooper and helped me through that. So I hope to be providing you guys all with a number of updates here in the coming days. Yeah. Again, sorry for the huge lag in between videos. I just kind of lost my passion for the hobby. I guess on the other side, my crinum has now gotten huge. I just cut probably 4 or 5 leaves off of it in anticipation of moving it over. I wanted to cut off some of the algae-ridden leaves. Really looking forward to seeing it in the 90. I still have the Corys. They're doing great. They're all hiding and they're all mad at me now because I pulled out all the driftwood, which they used to love to hide behind. I've got a few cardinals now, and my goodness, are these beautiful. They're wild caught. Some of my favorite fish in the hobby. And then I don't know if I can find him for you, but I've got a red lizard pleco hidden somewhere in here. He matches the same color as the bronze Wentii, so if he's ever in there, I can never find him. But hope to see you guys in the coming weeks. Bye.